कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः। जयत्याश्रितसन्त्रास ध्वान्तविध्वंसनोदयः प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या परमव्योमभास्करः परमव्योमभास्करः।
श्रीमते निगमान्त महादेशिकाय नमः। Rama, who was extremely worried as to what Sita may be thinking if Hanuman has reached Bharatadesham or not, whether he would have effectively conveyed the message to Rama or not, and what will be her state now. To give Ashvasam to Sita, to tell her, don't worry Sita, you're mine. I shall come and fight the demons and rescue you from Lanka Pradesham. Rama wanted to give this message. Hanuman has already done that job of being a Duta. He cannot send Hanuman again. Hanuman will also get tired. That is when he saw and spotted a Rajahamsa. He said, "O you Rajahamsa, with the hue of a full moon, Raka Chandra Dyuti Sahacharam Rajahamsam Dadarsha." O Rajahamsa, you've been staying in the waters of the Manasarovar lake by the foothills of the Kailasha Parvatam. You represent pristine sattva guna by being white. Your gait reminds me of Sita's gait. Your presence, your motive is what was seen in Sita's zari, in her sari. Your voice, which is so shrill and nectarine-like, is how her voice used to be. Be it your voice, your gait, or you yourself, everything in you reminds me of Sita. Can you please carry the message what I have for Sita? Hey Rajahamsa. But the Rajahamsa, being the Indian bird, didn't want to reply immediately. That is when Rama uses his knowledge of the scriptures very tactically. He says, Vedodan vad vibhajana vidhau vamshajam vishwamurtehe ahusiddha kamalavasatehe aupavahyam bhavantam labdham yena praguna gatina tatpriyaya sakashat tatsavarnyam shravanarasana swadayogya sudhacha. He says, I'll give you 3 reasons why you have to go Rajahamsa. Vedodanvad vibhajana vidau vamshajam vishwamurtehe. Remember that to that Lord who gave rise to Brahma, Narayanat Brahma Jayate, from Narayana comes Brahma. And for the Lord's son, Brahma, who is like a Srishtikarta, what is his Vahanam? It is Hamsa. It is Hamsa Vahanam for Brahma. Vedodanvad vibhajana vido vamshajam vishwamurtehe ahusiddhaha kamalavasatehe aupavahyam bhavantam. When that same Brahma at one point in time had lost memory of the knowledge that he had gained. He had gained Shastric knowledge from the Lord. At one point in time he forgot to remind Brahma and give punar upadesham of the knowledge that was lost by Brahma. You know what avataram the Lord takes? He takes the incarnation of Hamsa. So, Hamsa Matsya Kamatadhyavatara Shata. He comes as the Hamsa bird. Amongst the birds, he could have chosen that of a parrot, a peacock, a crow, a pigeon, an owl, a kiwi, an ostrich, an emu, a kingfisher, a woodpecker. He could have chosen any bird. He chose the Hamsa. So Rama says, see, even the Lord loves your category of birds. He became the Hamsa to do Punarupadesham to Brahma. And remember, Labdhamyena Pragunagatina Tatpriyayasa Kashat. Okay, the Lord to do Punarupadesham came as Hamsa. His son Brahma has the Vahanam of Hamsa. Same is the case with Brahma's wife, which is Saraswati. Saraswati is the daughter-in-law to the Lord, Sriman Narayana, right? So, one of the poets called Muthuswami Dikshitar in the South Indian tradition, in a composition in Sanskritam, says this: Sharajyotsna Shuddham Shashivadanam Kashmira Nagara Viharam Param Sharadam Parankushadhara Varada Bhaya Pasha Pustaka Kara Surarchita Padambuja Shobhana Shveta Pankajasana Surasana Purari Guru Hridaya Ranjani Murari Snushani Ranjani Kalavati Kamalasana Yuvati Kalyanam Kalayatu Saraswati. Murari Snusha. Snusha is daughter-in-law. Murari Snusha, daughter-in-law to Murari. So Maha Saraswati is called as the daughter-in-law to the Lord. Her Vahanam and her gate is also that of a swan. So Rama effectively says, be it the Lord who came as Hamsa, or his son Brahma, or his daughter-in-law, their entire family have subscribed only to your channel Hamsa. So why can't you take my message? Tatsavarnyam Shravana Rasanat Swadayogya Sudhacha. That is when the Hamsa said, see, remember, you should know the map of Bharata Desham. Above Bharatam, you have a strip of Nepal. Above Nepal is the southern part of Tibet, where there is Manasa Sarovar and Kailasha Parvatam. So the bird has travelled this far. Why has it travelled? This is where our acharyas are so cognizant of geography and zoology. Birds are generally migratory in nature, and birds which live in snow-clad regions generally migrate, because whenever they need to have some sun around them, some sun's rays, they migrate. We have known and seen many migratory birds coming from the Arctic and the Scandinavian countries right down till the African continent. Similarly, this bird has migrated from Manasa Sarovar, Kailasha Parvatam, and has come all the way till Karnataka. As it goes further south, it is just going to get hot. But Rama has to give some nice, positive, optimistic things for the birds as incentives to fly. So he says, Sthanair divyair upachita gunam chandanaranya ramyam mukta sutim malaya marutam mataram dakshinasham asmat priti janakatanaya jivatarthascha gachan ekam rakshaha padamiti sakhe doshalesham sahitha. He says, Sthane divyair upachita gunam chandanaranya ramyam. You may have not seen it in the northern part where you come from. Hey Rajahamsa, when you go further south, you will see beautiful hills filled with sandalwood trees. That smell is so intoxicating. Chandana charchita Neelakalevara Pitavasana Vanamali. But in Ashtapadi, Jayadeva says that for the man or the woman whose head and heels love with the other person and they are separated, the smell of sandalwood is also not so good, it seems. It will be obnoxious. Nindati chandanam yindu kirana mano Vindati Khedamadiram Nindati Chandanam Indu Kirana Manu. So, Rama says, for me that sandalwood smell may not be good now because I am separated from Sita, but for you it will be good. Chandanaranya Ramya Mukta Sutim Malaya Maruta Mataram Dakshinasham. As you go further south, oh you Hamsa, you will love the south of India. So he was the big PRO officer for the South Indian tourism. So he says, Mataram Dakshinasham. You go further south, you will never want to go back to Kailasham or Manasa Sarovar. Asmat Pritye Janakatanaya Jivatarthascha Gachan. Everything, if you go south, will be good. Sandalwood trees on one side, the smell of the cloves on the other side, the smell of cardamom on the other side, the breeze that comes from the Malaya Parvatam, everything will be good. You go further south, he says, Mukta Sutim. You will find many rivers. On either sides, they would have thrown pearls. So you will find pearls on all sides. Asmat Priti. And above that, O you Rajahamsa, when you cross Bharatadesham and you go further south, you are going to find the jewel of my dynasty called Sita in Lanka. What better thing you want? Asmat Pritye Janakatanaya Jivatarthanscha Gachan. But there is only one fault if you go south. Ekam Rakshaha Padamiti Sakhe Doshalesham Sahetaha. That country where you are going is ruled by a tyrant king called as Ravana. Except that everything else is positive. You want, please go travel south. That is when the bird would have asked a route. See, generally we have control systems if you go into a flight. The pilot, the co-pilot, whoever is going to take care of taking the flight forward, they have a control system. So they will have a call from the main office that tells them which is the way to be guided. Now the bird is clueless. It has never travelled to Lanka. Now Rama has to give the guidance. Has Rama travelled? No. So Rama says, bird, you go to Lanka. Now the bird will ask in return, sir, when you travelled last, how was the weather? Rama wouldn't know. He has never travelled. But one thing, Hanuman has given such a beautiful depiction of how he left Bharatadesham and went to Lanka and how he came back from Lanka to Bharatadesham. So he has given a clear heads up on which direction to take. That is why Rama now says, I have not travelled Hamsa, but my dear Hanuman has travelled. With the first-hand experience that I have from his travelogue, I can tell you which path to take. Margau samyak mama hanumata varnitau dvautayasthoy sahya sannopyanita subhagaha paschimo nityavarshaha prachine tu pratijanapadam samhatavadbhutanam magna drishtihi kathamapi sakhe matkrute te nivarya. He says there are two different routes that you can take to Lanka. One is the western route. The next is the eastern route. Rama says the western route. He says the western route which goes through the southern part of Kerala and the southern part of Tamil Nadu and then crossing the oceans and then reaching Lanka is an easier one. But in that place you will feel the constant spell of rains. It is a shorter one, nice one, but full of rains. If you get drenched, you may get sinus or migraine. So I am worried about your health, Rajahamsa. Don't take the western route. Then the Rajahamsa asked, which route should I take? Prachine tu pratijanapadam samhata vadbhutanam magna drishtihi kathamapi sakhe matkrite te nivarya. Take the eastern route. So essentially you have to cross Bellary and then cross that region which is the border of Karnataka and Andhra. You've got two states, Karnataka, the beautiful state of Karnataka where Kannada language is spoken. The beautiful states, today we have split them into two, Telangana and Andhra, where you have Telugu Bhasha spoken. So Vedanta Deshika says, oh, you take the eastern route because you will cross that border of Karnataka, Andhra and then you will go slowly further south. Karnatandhra Vyatikaravashat Karbure Giti Bhede. When you cross the border of Karnataka and Andhra, that time Rama tells Hamsa bird, you wouldn't know which language you are listening, whether it is Kannada or Telugu, because they will be speaking a mixture of both. Karnatandhra Vyatikaravashat Karbure Giti Bhede. So they will be singing. You take the eastern route because I have a reason for it. Rajahamsa asked, reason? Sir, can you tell me the reason? That I will tell you, Hamsa, only in the next episode.
Dear Astika reader, I am happy to be authoring a two-part book on the Ramayana in English. The first part is slated for release in the year 2024. The book aims to recreate and retell the Ramayana of Valmiki, conforming to the ancient commentaries and other allied literature. To receive notifications of the book release, kindly register with www.deshikadaya.org/books. Namaskaram.